So, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another TG podcast. And yeah, of course, we're back here once again every single week. And yeah, I've got a smile on my face. Arsenal fans are smiling right now. We're back top of the league. We're going to go through our game against Aston Villa, our 4-2 win. And obviously, we've got an amazing panel today. Let's introduce some people first. Let's start off with the main man himself, the co-host, Seb. Welcome back, bro. Good evening, my friends.
Good evening.
Good evening, yes. How you doing, mate? How have you been?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Yeah, it was a great weekend. After it looked like it'd been doom and gloom the last week, it was a great weekend to see us back to winning ways and also seeing City drop points to put us back where we belong at the top.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Big up to you coming back on as always, mate. And yeah, we're both buzzing, aren't we? So, but anyway, let's introduce for the first time ever on this channel a new guest, guys. We've got Fran. She's an Arsenal fan. Her artwork's absolutely fantastic. She's got a channel as well. She knows a lot about football. Fran, welcome. And yeah, just tell everyone like where they can find you because you are, of course, a new guest. And yeah.
Oh, thank you so much for having me on. Yeah, I really love your channel as well. Your intro music slaps. So yeah, I do Arsenal art, but I've recently started YouTube, and I think can you see my name? So it's Goal Art. So, and you can see on there. I chatted with the Aussie Gooner recently. I'm actually talking to Lee Gunner on Wednesday. So who knows? Anyway, it's a long story, but I do Arsenal art and now I've started on YouTube as well. So I'm just so happy. I'm loving it. And I can't wait to get into this because this weekend was mad.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. But guys, I've left obviously channel link in the title. Just click the channel link. You subscribe straight away. But yeah. Let's move on then. We have got a guy who's not really that happy after the weekend, let's just say the least. Madhu, welcome back, my friends. Villa Boys is here. Bro, how you doing, man?
Could be better today. Could be better, I'm not going to lie. I still heard on Saturday. I'm not going to lie, but, you know, is what it is at the end of the day. Is what it is. You lot were a better team, let's be honest. Second half, you know. I'll talk about the game, you know. Let's talk about the game where you bring out the guests on.
Big on to you, man. But and then of course the guy who everyone knows on this channel, my main man, Arnie as well. Welcome back, my friend, as always. Yeah, how you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, I'm good. Apart from when my cat stuck its arse in the way in my live stream.
Funny,
that's that was painful. But apart from that, I'm good.
Yeah, bro, big up to you. But yeah, let's dive right into it. Make sure you smash that button, leave a comments down below and everything. Let's start off with, of course, Arsenal against Aston Villa then. And what a game. That's probably one of the best games, well, best end of a games I've seen in quite a while. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, just obviously starting off, we went 1-0 down. Ollie Watkins scored, always seems to score against Arsenal. And then we did respond as we always have done this season. Saka, what a finish, 1-1. Then we go 2-1 down again from Coutinho. I'm pretty sure he hasn't scored a goal all season, if I'm not wrong, and he scores against Arsenal, which is typical, isn't it? And then obviously, you know, we respond again, 2-2 from Zinchenko as well, who I actually said we should take him off at half time, but you know that's why Arteta's the manager and I'm not. And then obviously, yeah, Agent Jorginho from Chelsea, what a screamer! And then Emi Martinez just had to, you know, tap it in. He's still an Arsenal man deep down, isn't he? So, and then obviously Martinelli from the counter attack, you know, man celebrated like that before he scored as well. It was scenes 4-2. What a win! What a 3 points! Let's start off with Seb, mate. What is your thoughts about our win?
Oh, it was absolutely mad, but I think this is a big win, and it really did show. I think that game showed the worst and the best of Arsenal. It really did, because obviously it didn't start well at all when we were giving the ball away and we were making silly mistakes at the back as well. Because again, just like the Man City game, both those goals were gifts, were terrible gifts. We weren't defending properly, and they both came from when we were in possession. And then at half time, it looked like the longer the match went on in that second half, it looked like we were going to drop more points. And then out of nowhere, Zinchenko with the long range effort, and then Jorginho with a long range effort off Emi Martinez, and then Martinelli from a corner breakaway seals the points. And he really showed signs of character, because he did also show that the team never gave up and they are still hungry for success and they want to do well, because they could have easily crumbled after we went behind.
Yeah.
In that first opening 30 minutes. And it was also a pressure game, because the pressure was really on after the last 3 games, and most importantly from that defeat against Man City. And I was really proud of the character they showed. But that game does also show warning signs that some of the cracks are still there, that we need to sort out this defence. And also I felt Mikel Arteta could have changed the team up a little bit. Like, we all wanted Tierney to start, but especially after Zinchenko made that mistake in that first half that led to the goal, we were like saying, get him off now, get Tierney in. But fair play to Zinchenko, he redeemed himself, and he also showed in that game that he does actually care. Yeah, he's a very passionate player, and we could also tell that when Odegaard missed that easy chance, that's when you just looked like, nah, it isn't going to be all day, because usually you expect him to score those. But fair play to them. But I thought Odegaard's overall game was actually not bad, apart from that. But it was actually not too bad. And also in that game, sorry to go on, just
Sorry, sir, keep going, man.
I think you also, Unai Emery, he's a very good manager. But he also showed in that game, and I'm not complaining here because I was happy to see it, why he wasn't good enough for Arsenal and why he got booted, because he showed he was very pragmatic in that game, making all those changes too early and some wrong ones as well. I think he kind of played into our hands as well, so that also played a part. Villa should have continued on then, where they left off from that first half, and then they would have probably gone on to win that game. But Unai Emery, masterclass, saved it, got it in our favour. And as for Emi Martinez, it serves him right for all that time wasting, for all he's running his mouth. That serves him right. So don't feel sorry for him at all, because he kind of helped us. And then, it was a really emotional day. It was a really emotional game, and really enjoyable one, really stressful one. But the most important thing was to get back on track, because we had to find a way to get out of that sticky patch that we had, especially to get our title challenge back on track. And they did just that. Fair play to the team, and fair play to Mikel Arteta, and also fair play to Unai Emery for also helping us as well.
Yeah, 100% agree with you, sir. But let me move on to Fran now. Obviously, I did watch your match reaction.
You watched some of it? Oh, you frozen, Josh.
Josh. Be useful.
To be fair, it's not the first time.
Oh no! Oh, all right.
Oh, he's fine.
Am I back?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, you're fine.
I don't know what happened. What's your whole breakdown? What's your whole breakdown? What's your whole breakdown of the game, Fran?
Mate, so if you see my channel reaction, do you know the Aussie Gooner? He's like the most Australian, like most angry, like like enthusiastic man I've ever come across. He's like the Aussie commentary guy. But anyway, I did a stream with him, and it was just like, it was jokes. Like, we did it straight after the game, and like the number of emotions as Arsenal fans that we went through in that game was insane. And before I go on though, I wanted to say to Villa boys, like, you've got like good strength coming into this channel after that. And Sebastian, You said that the games that Villa scored were gifts. I don't agree.
One of them came from Zinchenko's mistake, and one of them came from
Yeah, but there's
counter-attack.
always mistakes, but then the team has to actually like capitalize on that. And I think
To be
Villa
fair, they were good finishes and they were good goals. They were both
Right.
good goals, to be fair. And those are two players, Watkins and Coutinho, that I've always wanted at the Emirates. I've always wanted them. I think Ollie Watkins will be a perfect backup striker. And Coutinho, I thought at the time, before he went to Villa, why don't we get him in? And when he was at Barcelona, I was banging off the Coutinho drum. I was absolutely banging off of it. So, to be fair, those are two players that I do like to see do well, but obviously not against Arsenal.
They did that little dummy pass, and it was just it was really good. So big up to Villa for that. But yeah, honestly, like normally at this point in the week, like I've kind of got over a game and like, oh yeah, like I can't even remember what happened. Like on to the next, you know what I mean? Like normally when it's like a boring sort of game, but like I'm just even more like in shock and excited by what happened. I feel awful speaking about this with a Villa fan. But if you look
go on. Carry on. It's all good.
But I think what made it so good, the victory, was like how bad we were in the first half. And like at that point, me and probably like so many others were like, as like classic like Arsenal fans, I was like, the title race is over. Like this is it. We're done. We've bottled it again. And then I think that's obviously like it's a joke, but we might have. That's what I was thinking. And then, to come back, we were levels going into the 90th minute, and then it was in the 6 added on minutes, those 2 goals. And, like, it couldn't have been written more perfectly. First of all, the Jorginho, the player where, like, so many fans were like, we don't want him. Like, what's this player doing? And all of a sudden, he's become, like, a cult hero because he smacks it towards the goal. It bounced off the bar and then off the back of Emmy's head. And then they showed it in replay and I was crying. And then, like, that was enough. But then when Emmy goes all the way up to the other side, I want to know what Villa boys you think of Emmy's performance in that game. Because, like, that's suspect. I don't know. But, like, I think any goalkeeper would, because it was really the last kick of the game. So he goes up and then Martinelli's broken free. And Vieira, before he passed it to Martinelli, is celebrating, or like before he even passed it, I swear, to Martinelli. And then Martinelli, before he kicks it, is celebrating. And the whole time, Emi Martinez is like sprinting back. The best 6 minutes of my life. Like, it was chaos in this house, and it was just incredible. It's the magic of football. It was so unexpected, and we just thought, like, we're not going to get out of this slump. And just a memorable game. Like, that one's going to stand out for me. I think if we go on to win the title, this will be like the moment where Arsenal said, like, right, that's enough. Like, we're going to make this work. Screw it. So, yeah.
100%. Yeah, it was scenes at right at the end. And I mean, it was a much-fun game as well, because think about it. We was going on a horrific run. You know, we came off the back of losing to City, drawn to Brentford, losing to Everton. So we had lots of pressure going. Obviously, we moved down second as well. So we had quite a lot of pressure for us to get 3 points. And we did do that in the end, I would say, because I'll be honest, at 2-2, I was fuming, right? It was 90 minutes. I was like, there's no way we're going to come back. Next thing, Jorginho out of nowhere hits one. And then, and then that whole stuff happened. It was mad. And we still won the game, 3 points. But let me move on to a guy who's probably not as happy as us. Villa boys, my friends. You did start off really well. I'll give that to you, mate. I was like, oh my God, Villa are actually dominating us. I thought Emery marked us again. I thought, wow, good evening. But, bro, what was your whole breakdown of the game, my friends?
To be honest, I have mixed feelings, to be honest. I have mixed feelings. In the first half, we were the better team. Although we done very well in the first half. Like the first half, Josh gone, anyway. In the first half, I thought we were the better team. And in the second half, we just, we could have handled Arsenal. We could have really handled Arsenal, to be honest. Like, in the first half, do you know what? We were brilliant. We were absolutely fantastic. We started very, very well. Matty Cash with a tackle, Selo Lombo, Ollie Watkins against Saliba, and, beat Saliba. I beat Alan Ramsdale. Good goal by Ollie Watkins. He's in form at the moment. 4-4 now for him. That's fantastic. And it's very poor heading by Taiwo Ming. Very poor. And it was nowhere defended near anyone. Taiwo Ming decided to head with the ball. Very poor. Saka 1-1. A very poor mistake by Taiwo Ming. You cannot do that in any level. It doesn't matter. You do get punished. And Saka, punish us. It's 1-1. And you know what? The second goal, I like the second goal. It was fantastic team goal. It was good team goal. Kamara pushing the ball. Alex Moreno, Brende with the dummy, and Coutinho got his first goal of the season. I'm happy for the Coutinho. It's 2-1. Fantastic. That's a good team goal. Yeah, it's a good team goal. In the second half, you can see the difference. We did not start very well in the second half. It was all you lot. You're pressuring us, trying desperate to make it 2-2, but we are good defending. Fantastic defending. And in the 59th minute, we did concede a corner. Shevchenko, I believe that his first goal you lost this season. That his first goal, Shevchenko.
Yeah, first goal ever.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, okay, yeah, it is first goal. 2-2. Paul, it's set pieces again. We did a lot of lesson. If Paul defending, I don't know what Taiwo Ming's doing. We knew we got past Shevchenko. Bang, 2-2. Beat Amy Martinez. And then, offered Leon Bailey, but you have to get credit to Aaron Ramsdale. The guy saved the game. If that went in, I think you lot would have lost the game 100%. But it was good save by Aaron Ramsdale and hit the crossbar. That was a fantastic save by Aaron Ramsdale. And, same with Duran as well. Duran, I like a good save. And when Odegaard missed the open goal, I said, oh my days, we got lucky then. We got lucky. We said, oh my God. We have to pattern up. We have to wake up now. We need to wake up. Odegaard will put it back in the net. And luckily, he put it wide for us. Outside of my head, I'll take the point 1-0. Please, ref, end the game, take the point. And, I'll say the thing happened. Jorginho hit the ball, hit crossbar. Unfortunately, it came on Martinez in the head. 3 Arsenal. I'm not, what? I'll say, oh, days. Amy, what are you doing? But I'm not going to bet Martinez. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing. So, and then we tried to chase the game. 4-2, game over. We can see no 4 goal at home. We did get Leicester, and Arsenal now. Both conceded both games at home. 8 goals now. We concede at home. Not good enough. And we concede 11 goals in 3 games now. That is a very, very poor one. It's not good enough. We need to stop leaking defense. We need to stop making mistakes. And, we need to stop doing that. We can see so many sloppy goals. And we're not really strong at home. But the one thing I need to say is credit to Arsenal. Credit. And this is what you're like in the total ways for the reason. Arteta, you can tell Arteta gave it a massive fucking bollocking. He gave it a massive bollocking. Said this is not good enough. And then, they gave it. And, and this one, you have to give credit to Arteta. He gave them a massive bollocking. And, second half happened and we lost the game and end off very, very poor, not good enough.
Villa boys, I've got a question, right? Why is that? Because obviously you mentioned about the Leicester result as well. When same scoreline, funny enough, same actual way you went 2-1 didn't you, against Leicester, and you bottled it. Second half.
We did bottle it. Yep.
Does that come down to Emery and his substitutions and his tactics, or do you think it's the players tiring out, or what's the issue for that? Because it's happened twice now.
Yeah, it's like when we got 2-0, we scared to do something. We scared, Something it could be a tactics like when Leicester tried to get pressure on us. Sometimes we lost sitting back. We do sit back. Sometimes we do caught out. We do caught out that stupid mistake. All the hard-line quarters. Same with Leicester, we were 3-2 down in the first half against Leicester because so many hard lines. And same with Eddie Nketiah a chance as well. Any chance with a hard line. Odegaard, we got caught in the ball. Odegaard passes Eddie Nketiah and he plays the ball over. Look, we got lucky at that time. we know the goal will be coming, and not good enough. Sometimes you do like Emery tactics. I do not really play Emery substitution. I don't blame him for that one. Bring it off Coutinho, getting Coutinho off, get it off who the player was coming off as well? I can't remember for who, but
didn't you take Watkins off?
I believe we did take Watkins off. We did take him off. Yeah, we did. We take Watkins off. Moreno off. We can't take them off. We put Duncan Bailey on, and it cost us the game really. Yes, Bailey had a chance. Yes, he did. Yes, Bailey should have a shot in when him and Gabriel first 1v1, but good defend by Gabriel. At the end of the day, that's what Arsenal bettered us. We gave it all, but we couldn't handle Arsenal in the second half. We couldn't handle it. We could not.
Look, I mean, I want to say, look, obviously, fair play to your team. I thought it was a very good game. I thought you gave us a very, very good game, in fact. And honestly, on a different day, it could have ended up in a draw, in my opinion. But I agree with you. I think first half you played well. You better than us. Second half, I don't know what happened to you, lots of minutes, and we woke up a little bit. I think Arteta must have, kicked them up the arse or something in the second half because we came out flying, and we did in the end deserve to get, at least a point. And in fact, 90th minute we got all three. So let me move on to my man RD12. Obviously, I've already watched your match reaction and your player ratings yesterday, so big up to you. But yeah, give your breakdown of the game, my friend.
Oh my days! That first half, I'm not gonna lie, I was raging. Tweets were just flying, scattered across Twitter throughout half time. I was screaming for Zinchenko and Xhaka to be hooked at half time. But again, that is why Arteta is the manager and I'm not. He kept Zinchenko on, he got us the equaliser, and I think we thoroughly deserved the 3 points in the second half. And that's what we've been doing for the majority of the season. Whenever it has levelled up, should I say, we have just kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and then obviously we tire the opposition out and we end up scoring. Yeah, what else was I going to say? The sitters we missed as well, Nketiah and Odegaard. First and foremost, Nketiah, I don't want to be too negative on this guy because he has done his job. And first and foremost, I don't really have a problem with Nketiah scoring. It's just the consistency, and at this moment in time, we're not really seeing it at the moment. I believe that guy has registered 0 shots on target in 5 games. So I think it's time to maybe switch it up and give Martinelli a go through the middle, because we know where that Martinelli goal came from, through the middle, him making a run in behind, and obviously he sealed up the game. So maybe we should go Trossard on the left, Martinelli, at centre forward. Maybe just give that a go. But we know it is going to be Nketiah, unless if we have a miraculous injury update with Jesus and he ends up going back into the starting 11. But I'm not going to lie, after that Odegaard miss, I was tempted to throw that. Where is it? That TV. I was tempted to launch that TV out of the window because I was that fuming. Flipping hell, man. How many times have we actually got ourselves in this position and we just throw it away? Is this the Arsenal of old? Last season, if we were going to go 2-1 down, we would have just capitulated and we would have lost the game because we had no plan after conceding. And it just proves now we have got mentality monsters now. Jorginho, for the first time in ages, I'm actually not worried about Thomas Partey injury. I hope I haven't jinxed it, by the way, but I feel like Jorginho plays really... Look.
He did.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, as I was saying, I don't want to jinx it, but Jorginho, I like the fact he does play everything safe. And I knew Arteta saw a player in there. And if he carries on this consistency, then I don't think we have a right to worry about Jorginho. Great goal, even though it was a brilliant diving header by Martinez. We'll give him that. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say, really. I mean, the sitters we missed. The first half I thought was just Tim Pot. I mean, great goal by Saka, don't get me wrong. We responded really well. But apart from that, I mean, I feel like Xhaka is another one that maybe needs a little bit of a break. He looks shattered. However, I like his character when he literally sprinted from the bench to just celebrate with the team. So that was very nice to see from him. However, I feel like the guy just needs a little bit of a rest. But the problem is we don't have anybody. Vieira isn't necessarily a number 8. He's more of a number 10. So that is tough. It looks like we are going to have to play Xhaka at the weekend against Leicester, which I don't have a problem with. But it's just, you know, the stamina, you get me, is just.
Zinni would work in there, maybe, like with his skills. He's so versatile. And have Tierney go to left back, like if Xhaka really does need a break. I'd quite like to see that. Because Zinni's defensive
100%.
is not the best all the time.
Yeah, definitely. And even when he does play left back, he sort of just he inverts into midfield, doesn't he, quite a lot? So
he keeps cutting inside, I think.
Yeah,
and that's probably why Martinelli hasn't really been in the game much, because he doesn't seem to be getting the ball as much.
Or maybe it is Jorginho in the midfield. Maybe it's because he always has to look behind his shoulder to see where Jorginho is, etc. When Partey's there, he doesn't need to.
You're right.
Look behind his shoulder. So I think we will see the best of Xhaka again when Jesus comes back. The same with Martinelli. I am glad that he got on the score sheet, by the way, because I think he needed that. He hadn't scored a goal in 2023 before that game. So, yeah, I am happy for Martinelli. Hopefully this actually kickstarts his season and we see the Martinelli we saw at the start of the season.
Yeah, I was going to ask, is Partey and Jesus back now for Leicester?
Partey, he wasn't actually in training today, but when Mikel Arteta was questioned about him at the weekend, he said he needs another week. So, he needs another week, so it's still quite doubtful. And Gabriel Jesus, I don't think he's been in full training yet, but he is back outside kicking the ball and doing outdoor stuff. So I think with him, you're probably looking at another couple more weeks, but. They come back. We need them both back quickly because we're now starting to see why we miss them.
I heard that Jorginho's actually didn't turn up for training. Also, Saka. Apparently, I heard the reason why they weren't in training is because they were in the gym. That's what I've been hearing. But
oh my gosh, do not.
Well,
they cannot be out.
Well, the thing is, I wouldn't read too much into that just yet because don't forget they have just come back from two tough games, so they're going to need a couple. And we have got a whole week to prepare before Leicester, so I wouldn't read too much into that just yet. But if you hear on Wednesday that they still haven't been training, then
it's panic time.
Then it's panic, wouldn't read too much into that just yet.
I'll tell you what, another thing I want to touch on is how many times are we actually going to see Saka get booted left, right, and centre? When are we actually going to see that the referees are going to give him protection? Because it's becoming beyond a joke now. I mean, this guy must be made out of titanium. I mean, for some reason, how on earth that guy survived 90 minutes, I have no clue.
Yeah,
I mean,
I was thinking about this in the car actually. Like his resilience and strength, like he puts up with so much. And this is not even just in terms of like being kicked and like all of that, but in terms of what happened at the Euros, like. He's such a resilient guy. He's like the quote from Rocky where it's like, not about how many times you fall down or something. It's like how many times you could what is it? You fall down and get back up and keep going. If you know it, you know it. I think you know it, Josh.
Yeah, I know.
I totally screwed that. But yeah, he needs more protection. Like someone was saying some stats earlier, like he doesn't have like officially like any more fouls really than anyone else like in the league like given against him, but like the eye test, I don't know. Villa boys, do you see like as a non-Arsenal person, are we just biased or does Saka just get like destroyed like every game? But he's such a great guy, he just keeps going, but at some point someone's gonna like break his ankle or something.
I do agree with you, to be honest. Like Saka, I'll be honest, Saka do get kicked. He do get killed lots of time, Sometimes you do get kicked, sometimes you do get pushed because also, to be fair, I watched a couple of Arsenal games this season, and you can see the difference of Saka already. Wow, this Saka already. He's strong, you know. Saka is. He's so strong. He can help people off the ball so very strongly. I think last season as well, he was not able to do that, but this season now, the guy is absolutely machine. He's different now. He's absolutely different. He can hold the ball much better now. You know, like he can hold the ball much better. He cannot. His strength improved now since the Euros, even the last season as well. I don't think he was not able to do that last season. To be honest, he get pushed off the ball very, very easy. But this season now, he's stronger now. In my opinion, he's stronger.
I don't actually think he's ever had a proper injury at Arsenal in his career, has he? That I really remember.
No.
Not a long term one. No,
it's
not
mad,
that I
isn't
remember of.
It's crazy.
But they really.
He's actually on track to get 28 goal contributions at the end of this season. Bear in mind that Mane's best goal tally or goals and assist tally was 25. Sane's best goal contribution tally 25. Ryan Giggs 21. This kid is only 21 for God's sake, and he's already, equaled the likes of Mane, Sane, and then Ryan Giggs. I mean, it's ridiculous if you ask me. Despite all of this, unlike referee protection, it's just
But the thing is, we still haven't signed him up for new contracts, have we? He's got
every week that goes by where they haven't announced that he's signed. It's just making me more and more nervous.
Yeah,
I think he will sign. I think that one is. I think he's close to signing. I think it's.
We already got Martinelli done, didn't we?
That's a big. Yeah, that will be a big sway for Saka because they're the same age or very similar and really close, the same young group. So, and Saliba's not signed as well, but we've got to get Saka pinned down because he could go right now. He could go to any club he wanted in the world and start. I bet he's that good at the moment and so strong as you were saying. So tie him down.
Yeah, definitely.
I think he will
Go on,
sign.
Seb.
I think he will sign. I think it's Saliba that's further away to signing than Saka. But from what I'm hearing, talks are going very well. We keep hearing that every week. I know contracts do take time, but. And yes, I agree with Rory and Fran that he needs much more protection because if they carry on like this, he will definitely get injured and they'll potentially end up ruining that guy. And for England as well, not just for Arsenal, for England as well, you want a future generation. You've got a pure talent there. And I remember last season when we actually played Villa, Gerrard came out and said, "Oh, they're just moaning, they're just doing that." I said, "No. You don't understand what you've got here. These footballers need protection. No, they need, and the referees need to be doing more." Arteta's making it clear as well. And Zinchenko as well. He came out and said something about it. So surely something has got to be done.
I think it should be the same for every player as well. We can't just say protect our star boy. I think if any player quite a few techie sort of dribblers out wide do get that sort of treatment.
Grealish had it, and Rashford is now having it this season. Yeah, you just got to protect these players. It's other players as well, like you said.
Yeah, just give them a yellow. Give the person responsible a yellow earlier on. If it's reasonable, and then that'll just rein it in a little bit. But if they deserve a yellow, of course. But I think sometimes it's just they play on, let it go. But
yeah, definitely. Let me quickly read through all the comments. I've got so many. Big up everyone in the chat as always. Big up, man, Craig. Hope you're well, bro. Panel, big up. Big up, Shu, my man. Big up the goal difference as well, my man from Singapore. Hope you're well. This is funny. Martin or the sitter. I love that, bro. I love that. Come on, you Gunners. But we were lucky to get that result. I'll take any victory for the title charge. Yeah, it's 3 points. I don't get how we do it, man. And also up the Forest. Yes, up the Forest, mate.
My team.
Yes. Wearing the same jersey as RD12. Nice, bro. Yeah, is that the one you got on? Is that the Jamaica one, RD12? Sorry, one sec. I don't know, but he's gone. Anyway, big up to the panel, and Villa is a classy club. Yeah, man, Villa's a massive club. Big up Villa boys, bro.
Can I? In a sec, I want to. Oh wait, do you want to finish your comments? I want to just say a quick thing about Villa.
Go on. You say it now. It's fine.
What Champions League
Yeah. Oh. I was checking out your channel, RD, and your voice just came on. Anyway, Villa, right? To me, on the outside, like I quite like Villa. I know a few friends that live around there, support Villa and stuff. They're a good, like, honest team, I think. But for me, they're the one team. Like I look at them every season, and I get so frustrated. And I'm like an outside player because you've got players like every season, it seems, and you look at the lineup and stuff, and it's like these guys should be doing bits, and somehow every season you're just underperforming. And like I can see that from the outside. I can't imagine what it must be like for you guys because you're a big club, but just every season there's something.
Yeah, there's something like even the first season on the Dino Smith. We fought relegation. We lucked to survive on the first season. Second season, personally, I think we've done okay. Like in the first half of the season, we were absolutely fantastic. We did absolutely brilliant. Just the second half of the season lets us down, It's the second half of the season. The 7-2 against Liverpool, that was one of the best games on the second season. But this time we will get to Europa League places. We started to push on now. We started to push on.
It was
But,
good.
within the second season, we just fell off. We finished 11th, I think, on the second season. In the third season, like every time, in the third season on the Dino, a bit toxic on the hand. We lost 4 games on the wall. We lost 4 games, so we had to sack him. Bring on Steven Gerrard. He was absolutely awful manager. One of the worst managers I've ever seen at Villa Park. Absolutely awful. It was absolutely bad. And even this season is always terrible. Absolutely terrible on Steven Gerrard. Fino to follow. Like, we lost a couple of games, very easy games, but we kind of beat them. Even West Ham was 1-0 to West Ham. I believe West Ham only win 1 game, that only us, We let West Ham beat us at our ground, and they haven't won the game since, They haven't won away game since.
Mm-hmm.
And we sack him, and we bring on Unai Emery. Every time we have a good squad, but it's a one manager, it's one tactic. Some players have one attitude. Some players don't want to play for him, and all that. Yeah, and that's the problem we get all the time. We are the big club. Don't get me wrong. We are a big club. We should fight in the Europa League. We haven't been Europa League for very long since 2010 season, 2010 and 2011. That's it, really.
That's not right. But I would stick, if I was a Villa fan, I would stick you guys with Unai Emery. Like, I really rate him. When Arteta was underperforming, quite a few people going like, why didn't we stick with him? Obviously, I'm glad we didn't now, but seeing what he did at Villarreal, like he hammered us in the Europa League, and he's really smart. He's a really smart manager, I think. So I reckon Villa should stick with him.
100%. This is what I said to you, Villa boys, when we done the preview. Like Emery, for me, I rate him very, very highly as well. I think, yes, it didn't really work out for us at Arsenal, but go and look what he did with Villarreal, man. Literally, Europa League final, he beat Arsenal in the semi-final, beat Man United in the final, right? Next season, Champions League, knocked out Bayern Munich, by the way, Juventus, and then Liverpool, who he really should have won in the second leg if he didn't bottle the 2-0 lead. But the fact that the players that he had as well were the likes of Juan Foyth, Francis Coquelin, Etienne Capoue, right, Dan Juma, and look, mate, and Serge Aurier as well. Look what he achieved with them, man. So look, I think you got to give him a lot of time, and I think you got to back Emery because I'll be honest, I don't think he wasn't that back to Arsenal than he would have liked, in my opinion. He wanted certain players that he didn't really get. But yeah, I just think you got to back him, bro, and give him time, in my opinion.
I think he wants Zaha as well. I think apparently everyone wants Zaha. Way at Arsenal, he wants Zaha, but he didn't get him.
Yeah, he wanted Zaha. He wanted
Maguire.
He wanted
Fabinho and Partey.
Yeah, bro, but he got served up Socrates and all that, and Torreira and Pepe for 72 million. So
didn't he want Nzonzi as well?
Yeah, how old is he? I think he's retired now, isn't he? He's about 40.
34.
Oh, is he 33? Jeez. But yeah, big up to a couple of things as well. Hope you're well, Luca. Yeah, man, we're all good, thanks. Hope you're doing well. Craig says White, Saliba, Martinelli haven't been the same since the World Cup. 100% agree. You just haven't. I think Martinelli.
I disagree with White. I think Ben White has had a couple of games here and there in a row where he hasn't been great. But Martinelli and Saliba, I do agree with. To be fair, Saliba didn't really play a lot. Well, he hardly played in the World Cup, didn't he? So,
Yeah.
of course, we were expecting him to act a little rusty. But, yeah, I don't agree with Ben White, though. I think apart from Everton and Man United, I think he's actually been pretty good. Not pretty good. I mean, he's been absolutely fantastic this season. And he was a lot better yesterday.
It was.
Saturday. Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, it
Hey.
was.
I thought first half was a little shaky, but second half he was 10 times better.
Big up my man. He's a Man United fan. What a win for you lot against Leicester, by the way. You Rash is on fire. So and mate, you are literally 5 points. Yeah, we've got a game in hand, but you are 5 points behind us.
Yeah.
Man City now. So that's what I mean. That's how big the win was on Saturday. If you would have lost that, right, or drew it, Man United won, then they'll be slowly creeping us up, and and they got a good run of games as well. And Ten Hag's doing a fantastic job for you. So
Mate, it's
Yeah.
insane what Ten Hag's done.
crazy, yeah.
Yeah. They better stop. Like this is not funny anymore.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I broke the TV remote in that first half. I was fuming, bro. I don't blame you, man. I don't. RD12, would you watch my watch along as well in that first half?
Huh?
Would you watch my watch along in the first half?
Bit
of it, because I did see
a bit of it.
Bro, I was fuming.
I usually come back like to see how you react to the goals and that.
Arsenal fans have a right to criticise their players as they miss big chances, but they did show
Yeah.
character. Facts.
The thing is, I don't get where people are coming from when they say Arsenal got lucky, blah blah blah. Man United had an offside goal. Sabitzer could have easily been sent off. In the opening 20 minutes, let's be honest, Man United got battered. If it wasn't for De Gea, Leicester could have been like 3 or 4 up.
Yep.
But out of the two teams, Arsenal are the ones that get lucky. Is it because we're top of the league, or
The harder you
because in Man
work,
United it doesn't get said a lot, does it?
the harder you work, the luckier you get. That's the saying.
Facts.
And I will understand if Jorginho's try to hit the post and it bounces off the keeper, it goes in. That is luck. But
Yeah.
to be fair to him,
It's funny.
this is why you've got to shoot, because things like that can happen. And in the last few games, even against Brentford, we were struggling to take shots and struggling to break.
Yeah.
down.
What I noticed.
We actually did that very well. We attacked very well, I thought, in that game, the Villa game. But we didn't against Brentford, and we didn't against Everton because we weren't offering as much threat in the final third. But I thought Martin Odegaard was very instrumental in that game, even though he did miss that chance. But still, his overall play was good. I think that made the difference as well.
Also, I don't think Saliba's getting enough credit. You know when Ramsdale made that incredible save? I'm not saying it's not a great save.
The Leon Bailey one.
No, actually, it wasn't the Ramsdale save. I think it was the second chance when Duran went through, I believe. The determination from Saliba to pace back to cover that space, because Bailey would have been in. If he would have played that ball through, then Bailey would have been through on goal. But because Saliba is absolutely rapid, he just manages to get there in time. And Duran could have easily slid Bailey in. So I think you've got to give credit to Saliba in that scenario. And overall, I think he played a lot better in the second half. He seemed to learn his lesson after that first goal. He got a lot tighter to Watkins and didn't really allow him to give much space down the byline. So, yeah, I think Saliba deserves a little bit of credit, despite I think he could have done a little bit better on that first goal, I'm not going to lie. And defensively, what's that? 1 clean sheet in 9?
Yeah, it's not
I
good.
think we've got to do a little bit better than that,
For
considering
sure.
we are challenging for the title as well.
Yeah, I mean, in general, that game, like that's we know that's not sustainable. Like that was clutch. Like right, it doesn't. The scoreline doesn't suggest it, but it could have really gone either way. Like just with a tiny, like the odd bit of luck here and there. But I think that's what made it like so funny and like enjoyable, because it was just such a chaotic game. But by no means can we carry on like that. And luckily, we've got like a week, don't we, now for Arteta to be like, okay, that was good, but right, let's actually like focus now.
Yeah, 100%. I told you just don't criticize the signing of Jorginho. Yeah, man.
He's fit in. Like He
Yeah.
normally, like when a new player comes in, they really do look like out of place sometimes, don't they? But he blends in so well, like to the extent where sometimes I don't even notice what he's doing. Like that's the kind of player he is sometimes, where like,
Yeah.
oh, I forgot he was playing, but like because he fits in so well
Yeah.
and like keeps things going. And but that goal was so good from him. I don't know if you guys saw, like when he ran towards the camera, he like shrieked and like his voice breaks in
I ain't
celebration.
seen that, you know. I ain't seen that yet, but
It's jokes. I need to find it.
yeah.
But, yeah, I thought it would be difficult him coming from a rival London club and stuff, but like he's such a pro, like he's all in it now.
But
Yeah.
I mean, against the when we played Man City as well, when he played, I actually thought he played all right. I don't know what you guys thought about him when he played against Man City, but I actually thought he's best of a bad bunch for that game. And
Yeah, he
he-
was.
I agree.
he was
No
decent.
Yeah, no one was amazing, but he was like the least problematic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I go with that.
I tell you what, I really want Martinez to come out in an interview after that game and say, "Oh, I threw the ball in my own net, but remember when Arsenal threw me out of the club 3 or 4 years ago?"
He would do that. He would.
He
Yeah, he would. Let's be real.
And he would say, "Oh,
Apparently, everyone was quite pissed off at Martinez. You know, everyone was not happy to Martinez coming out from the corner.
Yeah, mate. I
yeah,
saw that after
Yeah,
the game.
I
He was
Yeah,
pissed.
Everyone was pissed off at Martinez.
He was
Very
proper pissed.
off.
Yeah.
But coming out to the corner,
Yeah.
coming
I
out
mean-
to the corner, you know. You can see
I mean,
the
is it in the
goal.
rule book for someone to go up for the corner without a manager's permission? Don't get me wrong. I think Emery's had a little bit of a blunder there. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you can't really blame Martinez for going up for a corner when
Yeah.
your team needs a goal.
Yeah, it's true.
True.
I don't think my heart could continue taking this kind of drama. Hopefully, City do drop more points in the future. Well, we have seen it this season, man, and we have seen them drop points against Brentford. Even Tottenham beat them. So, yeah, I know we didn't, but you know, if we keep winning our games, we've got to take it game by game. And if City do drop points, then who knows, man? Big up, people. Yeah, smash that buttons up, people. Indicated 0 shots on target in the last 5 games. That's what RD12 said as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know if that is true. I've got to double check that, or else I've made myself look like a right mug. But
I mean, if Craig said it as well, then I'm pretty sure it must be true, isn't it?
I think he is right because he hasn't scored since he hasn't scored since United, and yeah, he hasn't really actually hit the target.
To be fair, I will give him a little bit of credit. I thought Eddie Nketiah actually worked really hard in that second half. He actually won the ball back for Odegaard's sitter. So that's the reason why I would give him the benefit of the doubt. However, first half, the ball just was not sticking in any way, shape or form.
And he's not playing poorly. It's just that he's just as scattered for goals. His finishing is just starting to let him down, and also he doesn't offer as much as Gabriel Jesus would in open play. That's how to sum it up. He's not doing badly, and he did also set up for that chance. So he can close down. He just doesn't really offer as much. But he does need to start scoring and work a bit more on his finishing. That's all I'll say.
You know, let me ask you a question. I might ask you all the Arsenal fan questions. Would you take a top 4? Will you be happy with this season?
Mm-hmm.
With no trouble now. You did win the Premier League, and you didn't win the Europa League as well. Will you take the good season, or you not be a bit angry, bit disappointed?
Hold on, wait. If we get top 4 and no trophies, will I take it?
Yeah, will you take it?
No.
No, 100% no, absolutely no. I'm afraid that will be a failure now.
Yeah. because we played like a weaker sort of team in the Europa. Well, no, not Europa League, but FA Cup. Because it was like, oh, that's not our focus. Our focus is on winning the league and stuff. And like Arsenal have a long history with the FA Cup, so that's like quite hard for us to take. But we're like, yeah, I get it. And the situation that we're in, like, it's been laid out on a plate for us so well. And I think some people are saying like, oh, but top 4 was the target. And I don't agree with that at all, because goalposts change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
From
As
this
the
point.
season goes along,
Yeah.
season goes along, things change. I
Exactly.
always look at it like that. And when a golden opportunity like this comes, when we put ourselves in such a good position, because to start as well as we did is very, very, very hard to do. You have to do everything you can to take it, especially when you've got Man City not doing so well, Chelsea in rebuilding, Liverpool in turmoil, Man United didn't start well, especially, and Newcastle are coming up as well. Especially when you've got all that to consider, this is your golden chance, because this it may not come around again soon. It might do, it might not, but you don't know. But you have to take this. We have to take this opportunity when you.
Well, all of us, we have to hold ourselves to that at the end as well. Because I know that if I come third or second, I might be like, oh, I mean, like, it's okay, but I'm going to go back to this stream and go like, no, we said it would not be okay. I'm not happy.
Well, the thing is that maybe some fans would take coming second as long as we've challenged all the way, and it's only just a few of our margins that you could excuse. But if we were to drop down to third, allow Man United to go ahead of us, or also finish more than 6 points behind the champions, that's when it will not be acceptable. But
when we were 8 clear,
exactly, that's when it's not. That's when it's not acceptable.
No, but this is the thing, Seb, right? And I addressed this to my channel before a few weeks ago, and I also told it to you. Yeah, when we got club legends of our football club like Martin Keown and Ray Parlour and the likes of our CEO on Sky Sports saying top 4's the aim, right? After looking at a position right now, what planet are they on? Because in the day, right?
Oh
my
God!
How be top 4's the aim?
This is Arsenal Football Club, with a team that was always been born to win, and they know it as well. And the fact that it's been so long since we last won a league.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why the pundits aren't saying, like, at least the ex-Arsenal ones aren't saying, like, you have to win this now. I reckon it might be something like they don't want to sour their relationship with the club and stuff, like, but they need to. So.
You have to.
Yeah, the players see all that. And they can't see their idols saying, "Oh, top 4's only acceptable," because that will creep in the back of your head, and like maybe you won't push that extra 0.5%. So.
I can tell you one player that certainly gets it, Zinchenko. The way he comes he's come into that dressing room and say, "No, we demand the title. We demand
it." And he's got that winning mentality as well. He went at the City, didn't he?
Exactly.
Same with Jesus.
Yeah. Also, top 4 wasn't the target last season. I mean, 200 million in the summer last year. It wasn't even last year. It was 2 years ago where we spent 200 million, spent more than PSG, Chelsea, who spent 100 million on Lukaku. And there's so many clubs that we spent more money than I can't be asked.
We spend a lot.
We had the most expensive front three, one of the most expensive front three in the Premier League, more money than Manchester City and Liverpool at the time, with Aubameyang, Lacazette, and Pepe. So why were people coming out and saying?
And we had no European football as well.
Exactly.
Advantage of that.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know European football. Go about that season. Did you not finish 6th?
Last season we finished 5th.
Oh yeah. 2 seasons ago you finished 18th.
It was in our hands. And we
2 seasons ago you finished 18th.
We lost 3 games, Villa boys. We lost Crystal Palace 3-0, Brighton 2-1, 1-0. And then we went to beat Chelsea, we went to beat Man United, we went to beat West Ham, and it all came down to Tottenham away, and we lost.
Yeah.
And then we Newcastle as well.
Oh yeah.
To be fair, that defence that played against Tottenham, I mean, we had Cedric, Holding, a 50% fit Gabriel, and then Tomiyasu playing out of position.
Yeah, but this is what I mean, Ollie 12. This is where we go back to that transfer window. In January, we signed no one.
We gambled. We didn't.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
We shot ourselves in the foot.
We did.
But anyway, I mean, look, that's last season. Like, we're this season now. We're in a very good position right now. Let's hope.
Last season is a deterrent for the players, because they will not want to feel that feeling of like having let it slide through their fingers again.
Definitely not. I think Granit Xhaka's certainly just starting to see that as well. You can tell he's quite.
I mean, mate, he's improved massively. By the way,
yeah.
I genuinely wanted him sold like last 2 years ago.
Yeah, so
And I thought, go to Roma, mate. Yeah, because you ain't good enough anymore. But now I have no idea what's happened to the guy. It's crazy.
Thing is, I've always been one of the fans that has backed him, even through when he was going through that hard time with the fans. The only time when I said I wanted him sold was when he was flirting with Roma in the World Cup. He was talking about that. That was when. But before I wasn't willing to sell. But now, he really has improved, and I think he definitely looks better with Partey next to him. I think that partnership is phenomenal. I really do.
This is a great comment as well, by the way. If I was an Arsenal fan, second is a minimum expectation. Go to Real Madrid, yeah. Their fans want Ancelotti sacked, and he's won them La Liga, the Champions League last season, and the Club World Cup last week. Right? Go to PSG. Their fans, you got Kimpembe coming out with a microphone because they just got battered 3-1 by Monaco. You got their club CEO, right? Saw him on the pitch when it was 3-2 down to Lille and take over from the manager, and then Messi scored a last-minute free kick and they won. That's exactly what I mean. That is the standard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard about that. Even Valencia, sorry, go on. Sorry. Carry on.
No, you go. No, you go.
Even I heard about Valencia as well. Even Valencia, one of the big clubs in the Liga. They're not doing very well. They're like bottom 3 on the Liga. I kind of heard about from their protesting. They're protesting against the owner as well. Even Valencia, even.
Yeah. It's different. It's different. I used to live in Valencia. Well, outside, and like it's so much more like the whole town is like. I guess because in London we've got like 4 different clubs, but like the whole town's mood like depends on how the team is doing and stuff. Like it's mad out there, and we should take a bit of that passion, a bit, and bring that energy over here because I think we're too kind to the boards and stuff sometimes. So,
100%. I've working 4 hours, but screw that. Come on, you gunners. This is a dedication, man. My man watches his channel from Singapore, 4 a.m. right now. Bro, Brandon, obviously, you know how much I appreciate you, my man. Big up to you guys. Make sure you subscribe to The Goal Difference. From Singapore, great YouTuber, my man. Big up to you, man.
and this person, sorry, like, stop calling me a bird. Who's Aaron?
Who's Aaron? What's he
he's
saying?
He's asked me twice. Who's this bird?
If there's any mods in the chat yet, I don't know who's moderator. I think who's moderator. I need to get some mods on my channels, by the way. It's mad.
Yeah. I get it. Like, but just say like, who's the new guest or something. I don't. Who's the girl? Bird's just a little bit like infantile, you know. Like,
what is he on about? Where is KSI? what is he going about? Honestly, mad. Sister collab. What are they on about? Like, Jesus Christ. Anyway, let me continue with a big up Paul. That's what I was going to go to. Big up myself, Paul, man. Birmingham City fan, obviously. Yeah, another great YouTuber. Big up to you. United have the most expensive team in the world, and we finished 6th with 58 points. People expected us to challenge. I look back and I laugh at those predictions. If I don't laugh, I cry. Rashford is on fire, bro. He's on fire.
Oh, Jesus
He's on fire, Rashford is.
It's mad. I credit to Ten Hag as well for that. Like, he's obviously getting properly supported and coached. Like, and look at what he's doing. It's crazy. Yeah. Actually, Man U just need to stop. My twin sister's a Man U fan, and it's getting worrying. Like, yeah, they need to chill.
Yeah, but at least they
won't win the league. They're looking good, but they won't win the league.
No, they'll definitely get top 4 though.
Yeah, they'll get top 4, 100%. Yeah.
They'll get top 4, 100%. They'll get top 4.
But let me move on to Villa, boys. Obviously, after that defeat now, I think you're still 11th, aren't you, in the league table, Villa?
Yeah, we are still 11. Yeah, we are 11 still.
Who's your next game up against then?
Oh, this could be a tough one. Everton, Goodison Park. Everton.
We struggled there. We lost there. You know, Sean Dyche knows I set up there, that's for sure. But Villa, boys, as well. What's your, obviously in the preview you still said that your target for this season is top 10 finish, mid-table. Is that still, are you still feeling the same? And do you think you can achieve that after what you've seen in the past few weeks from Villa?
Do you know what? It'll be a difficult. Do you know what? I believe we can't get top 10 finish. We still can't get top 10 finish. I believe they still can, but it will be a difficult test because you know Liverpool. Oh yes, Liverpool are winning back-to-back games. Yes, they are winning back-to-back games. Chelsea, they're not the best one now. Lost to Southampton 1-0. And we're only 5th behind Chelsea, so we can win the game. I believe we still can game. Look at next fixture. It's a winnable game now. Everton, Palace, Bournemouth, and West Ham. These are our winnable games. We should win a lot of games about this game. I'll be surprised if we lose get Everton, lose get Bournemouth, or lose get Palace. We should be winning about this game, but you never know. It's Villa. It's Villa. You never know. So
I mean,
we still 11. Carry on. What you want to say?
Thank you. You're so polite. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, I mean, you scored twice against us. Like, you guys actually played really well. It could have gone two ways, one of two ways. And if he just shores up the defense a little bit, like that game's chaos. Like, you should be winning them, and I hope you do.
Yeah, I hope.
Get above Liverpool, man. That'll be great.
Hopefully we can beat Everton, but it's not gonna be easy to get the game because Sondage, he knows how to step up team, he knows how to step up. He missed a DCL, playing last game. It could be Onana. Maybe Onana do very, very hardly. Connor Cody, Tarkowski as well, Pickford, And Dodge haven't lost game in Goodson Park yet, so I know he wants to beat us. We have to be so careful. We got to be so careful and these fans, they'll be utterly offering. These will be utterly offering. So they want to beat us. I know they want to beat us.
Yeah, definitely. Look, guys, I can't believe we've done that already. It's gone so quick. Like, this is what I love about YouTube, man. Like, it takes away so much time, but I love it. It's so much fun to do, isn't it? So, unfortunately, I unfortunately have to wrap it up now. But yeah, big up everyone who came on. Obviously, just go through your channels as always. RD12, everyone knows you already, so you're all good, my friend. Big up to you as always, my man. Quickly, my friends, are you confident for the Leicester game on Saturday?
Yes, I am. Considering we scored 4 goals against Aston Villa, I know we haven't scored many recently, but Leicester defensively are shocking. And I know it's going to be Eddie Nketiah at the weekend, but I feel like if Martinelli starts up front, I think we've got a really good opportunity to really hurt Leicester. However, we've got to be careful at the other end because, Maddison and them, man, if we let him do whatever he wants, then he can easily hurt us. Iheanacho's been on some good form as well. So they're a good attacking side, Leicester. However, when it comes to set pieces, defending set pieces and defending from open play, they do tend to struggle. So I am confident going into that Leicester game. But just before I do go, I just want to mention, Jorginho. I like the fact this fan base, before he came in through the door, all of us were like, oh, I would rather Lokonga than Jorginho. I would rather have nobody than Jorginho. As soon as Partey is injured, we're like, oh, don't worry now. We've got Jorginho. There's no need to hit the panic button. I mean
at this point, like, I kind of just accept it with this fan base. Like, if you're like, we overreact, like, or the vast majority do, and like, it's why people hate this fan base. And like, but at least there are a few of us that are more like level-headed and not just completely like, yeah.
Sorry, we had one game in hand as well.
Yeah.
However, people were saying we bottled the league title and we were on the same point as City. I mean, somebody explain that to me.
That didn't make sense.
But yeah,
it's just like these rival fans and foolish media just waiting for. I bet you they prepared all this for months.
Draft tweets ready.
Waiting.
Seb, what's your thoughts on this comment down here quickly from my man, this Man United fan?
If you guys constantly saying Arsenal can't stay top, and even comparing this season for you guys to Leicester winning the season for us United, I'll be fuming. No, I think what he means to that is he probably mean that Leicester won the title when no one expected them to. But the thing is, Leicester did it without spending a load of money, while Arsenal have actually spent a load of money. And no disrespect to Leicester that season, they were absolutely brilliant and deserved the title. But the thing is, this is why things like this is why you can't ever write Arsenal off, because they did it, and we've actually deserved our wins. Yes, we've been on a little bit of a sticky patch as of late, but every team goes through it, and we've come back, and we've shown that we're not out of this yet. So no, definitely not. Don't mind these pundits like Gary Neville that keep saying no. They're not.
Use
they're
it
not,
as
how do they know?
let the
Can I
team.
have a quick word on? Yes, sorry.
You can
I was
see.
gonna say, let the team use it as fuel. You know.
Yeah.
And, sorry, you go.
I just don't think some people just give us enough respect, because we've actually earned our wins and earned the right to be there. It's not like we've fluked all our matches. We've been playing good football. We've earned the right. If we fluked pretty much most of our games, then I would understand. But we haven't. We've actually done well. The players are playing well. We definitely deserve more respect. And people keep looking back on this bottlers' reputation and bottlers over years, but so far, apart from that little sticky patch, I've seen nothing to make me suggest that we will implode. And we've actually added in January. George Trossard is a good signing. Jorginho is not a bad signing. So yeah, just keep proving these doubters wrong and just keep doing what we've got to do. But however, it does mean that we do have to build on from our win against Villa and put together another run of consecutive wins. And we have actually got a favourable run of games. We've got Leicester, then we've got Everton at the Emirates, and then we've got Bournemouth at the Emirates, and then we've got Fulham away, and then we've got Palace at home. And all 5 of them are winnable games. All 5 of them are winnable games. And this is now a chance for Arsenal to really kick on, because April's pretty tricky, and May is never easy, regardless of anyone's running. It's never easy. So this is a really good chance for Arsenal to really kick on, and I am confident we will do that against Leicester, especially if Partey is fit. Then I'll be even more confident. But I think we should be beating Leicester.
Can I have a quick word on Gabby Agbonlahor, by the way, on TalkSport the other day?
Who listens to that?
Oh my God. He's calling out Gabriel Martinelli for celebrating too early. Said, he's been rubbish for a month. Well, he's been rubbish for an entire career, so shut up. Sit down.
Exactly has he done? Exactly. What has he done?
To be fair, I don't blame him anymore. I blame whoever gave him the headphones and the microphone in the first place.
Listen,
I'm sorry.
That radio station is just full of a bunch of clowns. No one listens to that rubbish.
He's passed ICT as a GCSE. That's why he's got the job.
They don't. They do this on purpose.
That's why though more people are turning to like content like this. That's like actual real fans, like more reasoned, rather than just like people just say stuff just to get views, and like it's
exactly
long.
Don't ignore that. It's rubbish.
Let me move on to Villa, boys. Obviously, my friend, big up for you coming on the channel, and I want to say good luck for the rest of the season for your team. I actually hope Villa and Emery, you do really well. I hope you get a Highland top 10 as well. I just think you're going to give more time, man, as I said, and I think you'll achieve some big things. And just shout your channel again, my man, and where they can find you.
Okay, what then? You can spam me. It's just my name over there. You can see over there. Villa Boys. It's on my YouTube channel. Please watch the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, obviously. And make sure I need to get 1K. I want to get 1K. That's my goal. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Yeah, obviously all the best to Villa as well for the rest of the season. But Seb as well.
That comment that you've got there, it's unfair that Gary Neville saying the reason why Arsenal are doing so well is because Man City don't look like their usual selves, and he's discrediting the Arsenal players and Arteta.
Yeah.
Exactly, he is. We heard him say that on the overlap, because he's saying, the reason why Arsenal could win the league is more that's what City are not doing. It's not really more to what Arsenal doing. Yeah,
he can't help himself. He
can't help it.
Do you not think that's just biased then, because he's a Man United fan?
Yeah, definitely. And why would he want to see Man City, his rivals, win three in a row? And also, if it wasn't for the fact of what they've been doing over the years, and now they're getting done for it, they will be having another 3 more titles. So would Liverpool. So seriously,
you're welcome.
The same one as well.
No. No 4. Oh, go on then.
The same one that actually mocked us from signing Ben White for 50 million,
Exactly.
whereas he's not looking at his own club spending 80 million on Harry Maguire. Sorry, he's been keeping the benches warm very well this season. That's the only positive for him.
I mean, this guy's a Man United fan, and even he's saying it. This guy's a real one, by the way. Even he's calling that Gary Neville.
Yeah, big
Full,
up.
full respect to this guy, to this
Yeah.
guy, for
Yeah.
saying it how it is.
Yeah.
I believe one Man United fan said Arsenal need to get rid of Saka. I mean, oh my dear God. Was it Adam McCullough or something on a podcast? He was like,
don't
really need to get
don't
rid of
listen
Saka.
to the kickoff. Don't listen to him, and don't. He hasn't.
But Diaz-4 more better kickoff, in my opinion.
Oh, easily. They've actually got real people. Robbie puts on the real people.
Yeah, Diaz-4 is so much better. Go listen to kickoff. I don't.
Yeah. Oh, don't listen to them. They've always given Arsenal a bashing. Oh, it's terrible. I bet you they don't even talk about us right now. I bet you they don't.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Anyway, let me move on to, of course, Fran. Obviously, thank you so much for being on the channel today. Really appreciate it. Definitely, we have to do more in the future because, as I said, you know, something about football. I said about your artwork, and I think Brandon actually said something about your artwork as well. He said he Juice shipped to Singapore, so yeah, look, he loves it as well. So yeah, just shout out your channel and where they can find you. Obviously, it is in the title anyway, but yeah.
Well, closer to this weekend. I don't know if we're playing Saturday or Sunday. I might do a Leicester preview since we weren't able to fully go over team lineups and stuff. So if any of you guys wanted to come on,
Yeah,
I might do that over on mine. So you can find me at Goal Artso, which is in my name because it's like football and art. It's clever, right?
yeah.
And it's the Spanish word for goal, obviously. So I paint players like that painting behind me. Just Arsenal players at the moment, but I might do some Man U, Newcastle kind of things maybe. But and then I turn the drawings into these graphic streetwear sort of designs. And yeah, I'm just trying to get it out there. And yeah, so follow me on. I've got the same name on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I don't understand TikTok, but just Goal Artso. And I'll give you guys all a follow. It's been a real pleasure. You guys really know your stuff, so.
Yeah, thank you so much. Big up to you. Big up for all the chat as well, as always.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
look, we're out of there, of course, on this channel as well. We're back again probably tomorrow, and Thursday. Hopefully, Seb. Hopefully, we can get Lee Chappie on. The guy looks like Jamie Vardy as well, and yeah, also. So I've got Farhan as well. He's another Leicester fan. So yeah, it should be a really good preview.
Oh no.
Was he frozen again? Oh, no.
He's got to sort out his Wi-Fi. I'm kidding. Mine does that all the time. Seb, if you're co-host, you know it's your role to take over.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, go on then. I'll just end it there. So thank you very much, guys, for coming on. And yeah, come on, you Reds.
Come on.
Come on, you Gunners.
Up the Villa. Come on.
Yeah, go on.
Go on then.
Football.
Okay, we'll just end the studio there. I think we'll have to leave the studio altogether.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for coming on, and thank you viewers as well for your comments. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Take care.
Come on, you Gunners.
Come on,
Bye.
Reds.
Villa, up the Villa.
Mate, honestly. Mate, big up everyone who watched, by the way. My phone ran out of charge. It was mad. But yeah. Alright, we're back. Alright, big up everyone who watched. Take care, lads. Big up all the guests who came on. I'm sorry about that. Technical difficulties and all that stuff. Big up everyone. Still some of you in there as well. So yeah, look, hope you guys did enjoy it. And make sure you do leave a like, leave your thoughts down below and everything like that. And yeah, see you guys for the Leicester preview. Big up everyone. Take care. All the best.